Good morning, students. So today we will, yes, good morning, good morning. So today I'll just brief out what have been discussed in the last class also. So in the last class we were discussing about the optical amplifiers. Okay. So in that particular optical amplifier category, so we have discussed there are three types of optical amplifiers. So what are the optical amplifier types? So there are optical amplifiers like boosters, inline amplifiers, and preamplifiers. Okay, three basic fundamental types of the amplifiers, that is boosters, inline amplifiers, and preamplifiers. So all these things, the name, how it comes and all, we will discuss. The first one we discussed in the last class also. So that is a boosters. Okay. So when we are talking about the booster, so it is the power amplifier, so which magnifies a transmitted signal before sending it down the fiber. There is a very important thing we need to understand here. It is a power amplifier. So that means what? Power will be amplified. Power amplifier, so which contributes and which mainly focuses on the power of the signal, gain of the signal. Okay, so it's a power amplifier which magnifies a transmitted signal before sending it down the fiber. So I can see that where exactly the power booster amplifier is being used. So you can thus see the diagram. In that particular diagram, you can able to see very clearly there is an optical transmitter and there is an optical receiver. So when there is an optical transmitter and optical receiver, what exactly happens is, okay, between the optical transmitter and receiver, there should be an optical cable. After optical cable or optical fiber or optical fiber link, we say. So when there is an optical fiber link, okay. So what's here? Okay. So what exactly happens here is the transmitter will transmit the optical signal, of course. The optical signal will be of some energy level. Okay. So when we send that particular energy level signal to the receiver, so while that particular signal is going through the optical fiber link, so it may undergo the attenuation. It may undergo the attenuation. So once it goes attenuation, what happens? Very simple. The signal power will get reduced. Correct. So when the signal power is getting reduced, what happens? We are going to lose the information. So when the light intensity, see, for an electrical signal, how amplitude implies that power of the signal. So here intensity of the optical signal is the power. Okay, if intensity levels are getting reduced, so we are saying that we are losing the information. Okay, once we are losing the information, okay, so there is no meaning in doing the communication. Correct. Once the communication is happening, it should happen properly. That is what the first criteria. So if it is not happening properly, then what is the meaning of doing it? Okay. So now in order to understand this one, okay, so in order to understand this particular thing and in order to get the proper signal out of it, so what is the best thing we can do is we can use, okay, so we can use the one type of amplifier that is called as what? Booster amplifier. Okay, not only booster amplifier, inline amplifier, preamplifier, all these can be used, but the placement of all these things should be made properly. Okay, so according to our requirement. Okay, so what is that particular requirement is saying that? Okay, so you can see that optical transmitter. So you can see in the diagram where the dotted lines are there. Okay, so here you can see that mouse cursor. Okay, where I'm pointing, you can see that one particular booster optical transmitter is sending a signal. So there is a gain amplifier has been introduced just immediately after the transmitter. So when this particular booster amplifier has been introduced immediately after the transmitter, what the booster amplifier will do? It will boost the energy, or it will boost the intensity level of the light. So once the intensity level of the light is been increased, okay, once the intensity level of the light is been increased, so the energy level or else signal strength will be increased. So once the signal strength is been increased, okay, so we are sending that particular increased signal, okay, increased signal level to the optical fiber link. Once that particular increased leveled signal is sending, so it will also undergo attenuation, but we already increased some amount. Okay, so something like X amount of energy is transmitted from the optical transmitter. Delta X is the additional power additional gain factor we have introduced. So the total gain will be like X plus delta X. Okay, now due to attenuation, okay, we will calculate and we will calibrate so that at the receiver side, my delta X amount of energy will get reduced. Okay, delta X amount of energy will get reduced. So what in order to achieve the X amount of energy transmission and X amount of energy reception, what we can do? Okay, so we have to understand that how much energy is getting attenuated initially. As getting the X value, we need to have it earlier. So once we have that particular value earlier, so what we can do? We can make the gain in order to achieve that particular energy level. So once X will become X plus delta X, so after passing through the fiber, once it get undergo attenuation, reception side. So when delta X is being reduced, we are not. So our purpose is being served. So that is what exactly the concept of booster amplifier box. In dotted lines, why that particular two things have been put it in a booster this one single lines? Because very simple. Okay, it shows that those two blocks are connected by the indication. Okay, so once it is been done, okay, so once it is been done, optical fiber length takes place. So it may undergo scattering, it may undergo attenuation, everything will be possible. So we cannot neglect, we cannot ignore that also. So we'll take necessary action. What is the necessary action we have taken? We have included the amplifier. We know that the fiber will exhibit some amount of attenuation, some amount of scattering, that is inevitable. Okay. So after that, the X amount of energy will be received at the receiver side. So you can see the pulse. Okay, pulse width and pulse in gain. That is just after the booster amplifier, the energy level is increased. But when it undergoes optical fiber link increases, the energy level will get reduced, and we get only the no, it is optical transmitter of when transmitted, that much only will be received. So this is one type of obtaining the correct energy level by using the booster amplifier. So here in this particular thing, we need to understand that the diagram is very, very important. So diagram itself is showing many things. So what is showing is just after the optical transmitter. Okay, so that is what exactly the condition is. So now after that, I need to write a few things and we need to understand the few things. That is a power amplifier which magnifies the transmitted signal before it sending it down the fiber. So that particular sentences we can able to write it. So next type of amplifier is what we can go for inline amplifier. So in the inline amplifier, so what is the meaning of inline amplifier? That is the question. So here in the inline amplifier, an inline amplifier amplifies the signal in the middle of the fiber optic link. So from the diagram itself, we can able to see that one properly, and you can judge that inline amplifier is been placed in the middle. Okay. So here, why requirement of placing the amplifier in the middle? Okay. So what is the requirement? What is the main concept of placing the inline amplifier in between the RLs in the middle of the optical fiber optic link is very simple. The main requirement of such amplifier is stability over the entire WDM bandwidth. That is very, very important. Here the main requirement for such amplifier is stability over the entire WDM bandwidth. Okay, stability is the main thing here. Okay, so once it is the primary action is compensates for the just a minute, network is having some problem. Okay, it came now. So are you able to listen properly? Can you able to listen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So here the main requirement of inline amplifier or such amplifier is that the stability over the entire WDM bandwidth. Okay, that is a very, very important thing here. So now the primary action is to compensate for the power losses caused by attenuation and signal distortion, especially in the single mode links. Okay, so here the main purpose of all the amplifier is to compensate the power losses. Okay, why we are using the amplifier? Because we need to increase the signal strength. So why we need to increase the signal strength? Because we understand that there is a loss of signal strength. So once the loss of compensate that particular thing, we need to increase the signal strength. We use the amplifier. That's very, very simple thing. Okay. But here inline amplifier, we can use the booster. We can use the pre-amplifier at the beginning of the transmitter or at the end of the receiver. So we can use. But why we require inline amplifier particularly? Because along with the compensation for the power losses, so it caused by it compensates the power losses which is caused by attenuation and signal distortion, especially in the single mode links. Okay, so when the single mode links are there, so that means what, only one optical fiber in a one cable. Okay, so only one signal is passing through the fiber. So at that particular time, so there may be chances of attenuation, signal distortion, so in a very higher rate. So in that particular, in order to avoid that particular thing, so we are going to use the inline amplifier. Okay, so here you can see in the diagram, there is the optical transmitter block is there. So optical transmitter will be sending the X amount of energy. So for some time, for some distance, it will pass. So and it will reach the inline amplifier. So once the signal is reaching the inline amplifier, so what exactly happens? Okay, once it reaches the inline amplifier, what exactly happens? in that particular case, what exactly happens? Inline amplifier will check that how much amount of energy, or else it will set a criteria that from that particular amplifier to the optical receiver. So if I increase this, if I have this particular amount of gain, so that the received signal will be same as the transmitted signal. So that particular intelligence we need to create and we need to feed in the amplifier. So how do we do it? By changing the gain factor. So gain. So the gain value 1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.82 like that we need to have the gain. We are going to decide. Okay, so how much amount we are going to get and how much amount of received signal is going to get. That is what exactly the criteria is. Very, very simple thought process. Okay, so optical transmitter will send some amount of energy, so that entire amount of energy will passing through the optical fiber. So optical fiber will be taking that particular energy to the inline amplifier. So inline amplifier will take the input signal, it will amplify to one particular certain level. So that particular certain level will be suitable, okay, and it is sustainable till it reaches the optical receiver, and once it ensures that once it reaches the optical receiver part, the receiver signal will be almost approximately same. Okay, I cannot say 100%, 99 something, approximately equal to the optical transmitter signal which is being transmitted. So the matching should be present. That is what exactly the criteria here. Okay, so that is the purpose of inline amplifier. So you can see the diagram also. So there is optical transmitter and there is the optical receiver at the two extreme ends. So in between the optical transmitter and optical receiver, there is an inline amplifier. So on the either side of the inline amplifier, there are optical fibers. There are optical fibers. So that particular optical fibers, okay. So what they will do, they will carry the information. They will carry the information. That's all. Okay, so in the optical fiber, so optical fiber will definitely exhibit power losses caused by attenuation and signal distortion. Okay, so we use that. Okay, links and all. It is not a good idea to use the inline amplifier. Okay, why? Because in single mode means that one particular wave will be passing in the one particular entire optical fiber. So one amplifier is required. So many multi-mode things will come, multiple wires will come, multiple optical fibers will come. So we need to have a separate amplifier for all the things. So it is not easy for use to, it is not economical also in order to use that particular multiple of amplifiers for multi. So special links we are going to use this particular concept. So next after this particular thing, can go for the preamp. Okay, so we can go for the pre-amplifiers. So in the, so here pre means before. Okay, before optical transmitter we cannot use the preamplifier, that is for sure, and we cannot use green, that is for sure. We can have a provision only that before, just immediately before the optical receiver, we can use the one amplifier, that is called as what? Pre-amplifier. Okay, very simple, pre-amplifier. Okay, so your pre-amplifier amplifies the signal immediately before it reaches the receiver. That is what exactly the condition is. So you can understand that pre-amplifier deals with the weak signal. So here what exactly happens is so you can see then the diagram. So in the diagram it is very clearly mentioned that at the two extreme ends we have optical transmitter, we have optical receiver. Once it is having the optical transmitter and optical receiver, okay, on the either ends of the that is on the either extreme ends. So what we can do is can see that optical. So even though you use or you may not use the booster amplifier optical transmitter. So if we send the high density or high intensity signal, okay, through the long optical fiber, so there is a problem. What is that particular problem? So when the long optical fiber is there, obviously, okay, long fiber. So as the length of the fiber is getting increased, that also increases. Okay, distortion is also getting increased, and in the long amplifier just before the optical receiver. Okay, you can see in the diagram there is the optical transmitter. Okay. So in the optical transmitter, the signal after just output of the optical transmitter, we are using intensity signal. Okay, so very high intensity signal. That high intensity signal is passing through the long optic fiber. Okay, so long optical fiber, once it is traveling in the long optical fiber, what is the condition? What is the next thing? So what happens in the next thing? Next thing is very simple. The intensity level of the signal will get reduced. Okay, so once the intensity level of the signal is getting reduced, okay, so that particular reduced signal will be both. Okay, so pre-amplifier by the gain adjustment. Okay, so we can see obviously gain will be in a very positive gain, we can say. So negative gain because itself is a signal. So obviously whatever the signal is, that particular signal strength need to be increased. So once we understand that signal strength need to be increased, so what is the next thing we need to do? So we have to adjust the gain in a positive value. Weak signal will get, once the weak signal is become a strong signal, what happens? So optical receiver will receive, optical receiver is receiving the strong signal. Okay, once the optical receiver is receiving the strong signal, so what we can understand from that is approximately optically that is optical transmitted signal and received signal, transmitted and received signal will be almost in the same intensity level. So we cannot say 100 because you know that very well in the last semester classes. And so how much recovery, signal recovery you do, so original signal back. Okay, there will be somewhat some 1% less, some 0.5% less will be there in the extremely good condition also. Okay, that is what exactly the thing here. That is approximately. Okay, so by seeing in the naked eye, you cannot see, okay, difference. But while the technical aspects, the machine will calibrate, and nowadays very highly equipped, highly resolution equipments are already there. So variations in the two signals also they can identify. Small amount of phase change they can identify. Small amount of frequency change also I can able to identify, and they will definitely give the how much percentage deviation is there. Okay, so that particular thing is called pre-amplifiers. So the diagram was optical transmitter in the left extreme. So that particular configuration should be maintained. So optical transmitter will transmit the signal of high intensity. That high intensity signal will pass through the long optical fiber. Once it passes through the long optical fiber, so obviously the signal strength will get reduced. Once the signal strength is getting reduced, okay, so we can able to see that, okay, so we can able to see that. So once we see the reduction, preamplifier will boost the weak signal. It amplifies the weak signal to reach the required level. It reaches the required level. You can understand very clearly that. You can understand very clearly that. Okay. Amount of intensity signal. That the moral of the three amplifiers, that is booster amplifier, same. Okay, we should get approximately the same amount of energy. Okay, so compared with respect to the transmitted signal and received signal. So if both are in a correct same thing, then we are in a same, or we are in a good condition, or else we are not in the good condition, and the amplifiers are no use if you get the signal. So in the booster amplifier, inline amplifier, and pre-amplifier, these three amplifiers, and they will perform their own actions, and they will signal in a very good condition, and they ensure that the communication is happening in a correct phase. That is about your booster amplifier, inline amplifier, and pre-amplifier. The name itself indicating. Pre means what? Before. Booster is required at the initial stage. Inline means what? In the middle. Okay, amplifiers. Okay. So what is this particular types? So basically, the optical amplifiers are categorized into the three fundamental types. So what is this particular three fundamental types? So you can make a note of this one. So here you can understand that semiconductor optical amplifier, that is SOA. Semiconductor optical amplifier, that is SOA. And second type is what? Doped fiber amplifier, that is DFA. The third one is what? Distributed fiber amplifier, that is DFA. So here we are not going to give the observation for the distributed fiber. Call it as distributed fiber amplifier. That's all. So DFA and the SOA. So those are the important semiconductor amplifier, just the name indicates, okay, so it is made up of the semiconductors. The amplifiers have been designed by the base component as a semiconductor. So here in the doped fiber amplifier is very simple. Doping will be done in where? Doping will be done in semiconductor. Once again, we can say the doping of semiconductor only. Just make a note of this one. So you can able to take this one, that is semiconductor optical amplifier, that is SOA, doped fiber amplifier, that is DFA, distributed fiber amplifier. So here all the things, okay, so here basically you can understand one thing. When the optical signal is there, the fiber itself is made up of semiconductor silica. Okay, so once the fiber itself is made up of semiconductor silica, okay, so obviously what we can understand is okay, so amplifiers will also be made up of semiconductors only. That is what we can understand. So in the SOA, there are again two types. Yeah, that is a Fabry-Perot amplifier, that is the FPA, and second one is what traveling wave amplifier, that is TW. Fabry-Perot amplifiers. The Fabry-Perot is a very important thing. See, why you might have understand one thing, that Fabry-Perot cavity. So when you're talking about the Fabry-Perot cavity, so you can understand that clearly that Fabry-Perot cavity will be used to. So will be used where? Where will you use? We will use to the generation of fiber, sorry, generation of laser light. So when we are using that particular Fabry-Perot cavity for generating the laser light, okay, so obviously the laser light will be of high intensity. So high intensity means what? Amplified signal only. So that gives the indication that, okay, if you are using the Fabry-Perot amplifier, definitely there will be cavity, and from the cavity we get a amplification. That is what exactly the concept here. Is it clear to you? So next is what traveling wave. See, the name indicates traveling wave. The wave will be traveling. So in between that particular transmission, so we are going to use the amplifier, that is traveling wave amplifier. So here next is what doped fiber amplifier. In that another one type is this special type, that is EDFA. So EDFA stands for erbium doped fiber amplifier. Okay. So what is this particular erbium doped fiber amplifier? So here doping will be made by using the one particular special component or special semiconductor or special dopant, that is erbium. Okay, that is what exactly the concept. Erbium doped fiber amplifier thing. So your amplification mechanism of SOA. Okay, so how this particular is going place? That is what exactly the thing we need to discuss now. Okay, So in order to understand this particular thing, you just keep writing the diagram. While writing the diagram, I will be explaining you how that particular amplification mechanism is happening. Okay, so very simple. So you can see that in the either side of the center box, so we can see that there are transmission fiber. So in the left hand side, you can see that optical input signal is there. Okay, optical input signal is there. On the right side, you can see that there is an amplified output signal is there. That is fine. So input is a weak signal, output is the boosted signal, okay, or amplified signal. Now the question comes is how that particular boosting is happening. That particular mechanism is explained in the dotted lines at the center. Okay. So in the center, we can see that, okay, there is a SOA. Okay, there is a written like SOA. SOA means what? Semiconductor optical amplifier. So in that particular thing, from the left hand side, the weak signal is being fed, okay, to the through the coupling optics. Coupling optic means what? This is the mirrors. So there is active region like a Fabry parrot, as I told you. So one cavity will be there. Okay, that is what active region we say. So on the either side of the cavity, there is a coupling optic. Coupling optics means just the mirrors. Okay, so that particular mirrors, so will be present. So in that particular thing, what exactly happen is, okay, so injection current. So in that particular active region, there is a injection current we are going to inject. So once we inject the current, obviously, in the active region, more movement of photon is going to happen. When the more movement is going to happen in the coupling optics, to and fro reflection is going to take place. Once to and fro reflection is going to. So once we find that the signal energy is increased, so like how it works in the Fabry parrot. So same thing you can apply here also. So once energy is getting boosted, we can take it out. Optical signal. Okay. Exactly the thing here. It is what exactly the thing here. Okay. So in the active region, this is what exactly the thing. Okay. So here, how much amount of energy need to be increased? That particular amount of energy increase. So will made that much amount of amplification is going to be achieved. So less amount of amplification. If you are injecting more amount of current, more amplification is going to takes place. Okay, so that is what exactly the concept here. Is it clear to you? So it is amplification mechanism of SOA, semiconductor amplifier. Meaning of core. You know that what is the meaning of cladding? Okay. All so you know that how the coupling will be done. So one from one fiber to another fiber moving to between the two coupling haptics. So while it is moving, so it will get some small amount. Obviously, that like the laser light, it will get developed, and then the energy of the signal will be increased gradually, and amplification will be made very good way. That is what exactly the thing here. Okay, you can achieve the very good amplification. Clear. So this is all about your amplification mechanism of SOA. Okay. So here when we see this particular diagram, SOA amplification mechanism, you can see that, okay, So how that particular thing is happening, because I can see that from the transmitter, I can see from the left hand side. Okay, so here in this particular diagram also I can able to take it down. So here I can see that from the left hand side, okay, the energy will be sent so through the transmitter. So that round circle is indicating the optical fiber. So in the optical fiber, energy is been traveling. So here particular wave, we can see that the pulse energy. So that particular pulse energy is reduced to some level. So after that, it is entering into the fiber gain medium. So in the fiber gain medium, so it is a name itself is indicating fiber gain. So it is a made up of the optical fiber and it is a gain medium. Gain will be increased. So obviously when the gain is to be increased, there should be a optical pump which is to be present. That is also available in the optical pump. So diachronic coupler, we are going to use it in order to pump that particular optical pump energy into the fiber gain medium. So we do it this particular process. Okay. Once we do this particular process, what exactly is coming as output? Whatever is collected. So it will be amplified signal. Okay, compared to the, so you can see the entry and exit. So when you see that entry and exit, okay, there will be a small amount of change. Okay, small amount of gain, or else I can say that the required amount of gain has been increased. So when the required amount of gain has been increased, so that gain, that particular amplified signal will be traveling through the optical fiber and we receive the optical signal on the output side. So that is another way of understanding the SOA amplification mechanism. So you can see in the previous diagram, this is also SOA amplification mechanism. So here it is in detail. In detail means what? Inside the thing, how that particular coupling will be present, where the active region is present, where exactly we inject the current, okay, so externally, all those things have been indicated here. But when you see that this particular diagram, it's a very planar diagram, so we are not going to see in detail with respect to the inner parts of the fiber gain medium. Okay, so where the gain is being taken. So it is just a overview diagram, and it is this particular diagram is the inner. Okay, so inside this, how exactly the things are working has been explained here. Okay, so this is how the amplification mechanism of SOA is going to work.